So to start off, if you don't have any programming experience, you want to watch 1 or 2 tutorials a day for 2 to 3 months. That'll give you a good foundation of technical knowledge. Here's a game that I made after 3 months with no background programming experience. I just watched 1 or 2 tutorials a day. I recommend Brackeys. He's who I watched. He makes pretty good tutorials. So now you've done that, it's time to start making games. So first off, you want to make a game in 1 hour. So like just something really simple, make a platformer, 1 level, you just jump onto some platforms, touch a door, and it says you win, right? Really quick, really simple. Use public domain assets, sound effects, music, art, whatever. Just go on to opengameart.org or something and just pull some stuff. Make it fast as you can, 1 hour, right? Then you're going to make a game in 2 days. So for this, you want to look and see how much was I able to get done in that 1 hour? How much spare time do I have over these next 2 days? So looking at how much I got done in that hour, applying that to my spare time, I should be able to get this much done. So I'll plan accordingly and I'll make a game that's still really simple, but with this much content or this, this much more. Maybe make a top-down shooter with like 2 levels or something, just really basic and simple. Then after you've done that, again, expand, make a game in a week. Then doing the same thing, looking back how much you were able to get done in the 2 days. Then make a game in 2 weeks. And then once you've done that, made pretty big game, go back and make a game in 1 hour again, and then 2 days, and then a week, and then 2 weeks. So you're going to make a total of 8 games, really small, simple games, gradually getting more difficult and going back. And this will get you really efficient at using your tools and really efficient with your technical knowledge. You'll improve a lot during this time, and it'll also give you a really good sense of what you're capable of doing. But most importantly, this is going to get you really good at finishing games, which is a really good skill to have. Like, you need this. So now you made 8 small games or so. Now it's time to start working on your game design abilities. So what you want to do for this is you're going to make a series of 8 small games, preferably in under a week on each one of them. And you're just going to get an idea for a game, simple mechanic, and then you're going to make 5 levels for it. So you want to experiment with these ideas. So typically just do something weird, experiment, right? So to come up with ideas, you can come up with something that involves hand-eye coordination. Hand-eye coordination is fun, like catching a ball, playing ping pong, whatever. Just think, what can I do on my computer that involves hand-eye coordination? Like maybe circles appear on the screen and I move the mouse to touch them or something, right? Another thing that's fun is numbers for some reason. We humans like to see numbers that go up and hit a goal, or they go down to hit a goal, like, level up or the enemy dies or something. So you can make a text adventure where you have to go and farm gold off trees or something to get enough gold to go to the next level. Another way to get ideas is to take an existing concept and just say it's like that, but it's weird. Like, it's a platformer, but when you jump, gravity switches direction. It's an FPS, but bullets don't kill people. They just knock them backwards. So you just take that idea and then you make 5 levels for it. The first level will be a tutorial, and then the next ones will be just increasing in difficulty until the final 5th level. And again, use public domain art, music, sound effects. You just want to make the game. Just focus on making the game and experimenting and trying ideas out. And then have your friends play these games. See how they get through them. See what they have trouble with, what they struggle with. How can you think about how can you improve that? How can you make it better so that they wouldn't have trouble with that? And make it the right amount of challenging, right? Experiment, try things out, get feedback. Then once you've done this, once you made those 8 experimental games, it's time to make a full-length game, right? So take one of those ideas and then just try to make 100 levels for it. So you're not going to have 100 ideas for levels. How do you make levels when you don't have ideas? You can do the intuitive approach, kind of iterative intuitive approach, where you make a starting area, like here's a platform, and then it's like, and you hit play, and then it's like, well, what if there's another platform there? So then you go back to the editor and you add that, then you play it again, you jump from there to there, and it's like, what if, I feel like there could be a spike there or something, and you jump over that. And then you just kind of gradually add things, play through, add another thing, play through, add another thing until you make a whole level. This is kind of what, if you ever read Masters of Doom, you'll see this is kind of what John Romero did when he made levels for Doom. He would just kind of iterate, play through, add one thing, play through, add another thing. And it's a pretty fun, intuitive way to make levels that flow really well. Another way to come up with levels is just to take a bunch of mechanics and just throw them out. Like I'll put 10 spikes in 3 moving platforms, and then just look at this mess you made, and then just think of a way, maybe if I move that over here and I move that over here and just kind of arrange them in a better way, that would kind of make a level. And then you play it and it's like, yeah, that's all right. Maybe move that over a bit. That's one way. Another way is just again, just throw random stuff out and try to play it, and it probably won't work, but your brain's still going to try to solve the level and try to get through it. And you can pay attention to how it tried to solve it and see one of those solutions that didn't work. Just take that and make it so it does work. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's something I've done in puzzle games where I just throw down random things and then it's not beatable, but my brain still tries to solve it, and I just try to pay attention to how it tried to solve it, and I'll just randomly discover neat ways to make a puzzle or a challenge. So make 100 levels, make your game, polish it, have friends play it, and then once you've done that, you made your big game, try to make it again in under like 4 months maybe. And so yeah, once you made that, then you'll be a really good game developer. And then you just keep doing this. You experiment, try things out, and then make a big game, experiment again, try things out, make a big game, do whatever you want. You're a pro now.